Hello and welcome back to the Project Manchester United. Today we have a big episode. We are in Europe against Atletico Madrid, needing a win to go through, and we are also up against Everton. Before we get into that, we will obviously recap how we have been since we last left you, and we'll also look at a few things that has happened since then. One thing I did want to look at is we have just passed our 100 games played mark. We've played 103, we've won 80, drawn 8 and lost 15. We've scored 300, conceded 73 with a goal difference of 227. But our win percentage is 77%. That's unbelievable. I mean, can we look at career stats, maybe? Does that have it? Or overview? His is 63%. I mean, who is the best manager in the world right now? Probably Pep Guardiola. What is his? He's 70%, sorry. So we are on 77%. We are currently the best manager in the history of football. Unbelievable. Right, let's take a quick look. Now, one thing that we should look at is that we have won every manager of the month so far. One for January, one for February, winning every single game, 100% success rate, so very well deserved against some tough teams as well. Pedri sitting in the attacking midfielder role now. He has really picked up. He's doing well, and he won Player of the Month for January as well, or Young Player of the Month, sorry. And the winner of the Player of the Month was Kylian Mbappe, who has also come into his own and is really performing well now. So some very, very good things happening at the club, and that is off the back of some top results. So let's take a look at these results that we have had for us. Now, I mean, a lot of green. That's as simple as to say. I think the last time we left you was Manchester City when we demolished them 5-2. We've beaten West Ham, Villa. This was an easy month where we thought we should win every game, and we did win every game. No real tight ones either. Quite comfortable in most of them. And we did draw against Atletico Madrid 1-1 away from home, which isn't the worst result ever. So, going against them now in this second knockout round will be key. We then had a draw against Arsenal away from home, 2-2. So these draws that we were losing last time away from home, we're now turning into wins. Our only loss really has come against Newcastle and Sheffield United. The Bayern Munich loss, we played a very weak team, doesn't really count. And of course, this is the Cups. Talking about Cups, we beat Arsenal with a 96th minute winner from Anthony Martial. And it actually started the highlight up there, and because they equalised in the 89th through Belotti, it started on there, and I thought, oh no, this is going to happen. 95th minute, we're going to get knocked out. We ended up countering and going through, so that was good. And then we drew against them 2-2 in the league away from home. Today we have Everton and we do have Atletico Madrid. I wanted to play Everton because we always play the big side. Sometimes we want to have a look at possibly scoring 7. Who knows, like we did against Villa. So we'll see how that game goes. When did we last face Everton? What was the result as well? 1-0 away from home in the league, so not as easy as it could be. And then the big game against Atletico Madrid. We need a win to go through, but we are home. I always like to be home in the second leg. So we're in March now, approaching the back end of the season, so a lot of work to do. And let's get straight into the Everton game. You can see actually in the competitions, we are top of the table by quite a number of points. 6 points, Man City second now, Liverpool third. We're in the Champions League knockout rounds. We're in the quarterfinal of the FA Cup against Liverpool at home. We obviously got knocked out of the Carabao Cup, couldn't retain our trophy there. So we're not going to do the quadruple, but the treble is still on. The treble has not been done since Alex Ferguson by an English club. So could we get in there and do it? Now, we're going to go to our main tactic of... hold on. Oh, Bruno Fernandes is there. I was getting worried for a minute. We're going to go to our main tactic, a 4-2-3-1 on positive. You can see that we're relatively performing quite well. Fernandes on an 8 rating. He's unbelievable. We're going to put Martial on the bench and put Mbappe in, who's currently on the right wing. We've had to mix it up a bit. Rashford's been injured, Pedri got injured, etc. Bellingham comes in as the box-to-box midfielder. We are going to put Jadon Sancho on the right-hand side. Greenwood's still unhappy, unfortunately, and Rashford only just being able to sort of come back to 45 minutes of action. I don't think he's ready at all, though, so we might take him out, replace him with Hannibal. I want to start playing Hannibal more. He deserves football. He's good, he's young, he's promising. Let's see what he can do. And then we want to put Van der Beek instead of Pogba, because Pogba wants to leave anyway, so, you know, why are we playing him if he wants to leave? Simple as that. Actually, on that note, McTominay can come in for Paul Pogba. Van der Beek performing as well, 7.3, 7.2 for Bellingham, 8 for Bruno. Our midfield options are starting to improve, so I'm very happy with that, and we seem to have fixed the problem. Before we submit the team, I believe when we were last here, it was the transfer window. No? Yes, it would have been. We didn't do much. We sold a few different players. Obviously, Brandon Williams went to Trabzonspor for 15 million. I think we covered that. Mukoku came in. So we didn't do much. However, we do have 102 million in the budget. So we want to use it, of course. We were looking at potential players. And where are they in the shortlist? We are looking at mainly centre-backs to improve our centre-back options. Bastoni, Koundé, Fofana. We were looking at potentially replacing Kesse. Declan Rice could be an option. Frankie de Jong could be an option, etc. Just on the basis that when we do have to play that defensive tactic, we have a top option in there. And also someone, I guess, can play box to box as well in place of Bellingham if needs be. We're also looking at possibly another striker for when Ronaldo goes, but we have got Moukoko in now, and I think it's key to just play him consistently. We'll take a look at him in a minute. And we also had Madueke on the wings, sort of looking at him. He's English, 21, young, promising, decent stats already. And if Greenwood leaves, maybe we bring someone in like him. Sancho is obviously our first option. We've got other options as well. So maybe someone who could be a backup as well could be key. Anyway, that is something to look towards the back end of the season. I think we are ready to go into our game against Everton. Do we want to rest anyone, actually? Yes, we want to rest Sancho. We want to rest Mbappe, actually. He's more key. We'll play Fernandes at least for 45 and then possibly move someone up. Rest Wan-Bissaka, because I've just remembered we've got Atletico Madrid. We will rest Harry Maguire. He's on a 7.4 rating. The rest of our defence, not too great, just below the 7s. Do we start Hannibal? I don't think so. Martial will start in place of Ronaldo. And I think we can get away with that. And that team will do a good enough job to see us past Everton and also rest enough of our top players for the Atletico Madrid knockout game. So very important, and we'll see what we can do. We haven't done our opposition instructions yet, so we'll get over there. We'll do the tried and trusty one about the media. We're going to pump fist. I trust you to make the difference. And to Martial, who has actually been performing very well, considering we don't give him too many games. He's on form, which is good to see. Anyone else that we should look out for? Dienganga, is that the guy from West Brom? It is. So he can go there. We can apparently never. I'll trust the rest on from Mike Phelan. If we go into the match preview, you can see all wins, a draw against who was it against? Arsenal and Atletico Madrid. There you go. Everton playing a 4-2-3-1. They've picked up Pablo Fornals. That's the only different player that they have in their side. And us with an 81 goal difference. We're looking to obviously hit that 100 mark. That would be absolutely unbelievable. And could we do it here by getting a big win? Let's have a look. Very confident. that we can win the title this season. We have to obviously keep on top of it, but just, bar any absolute shock results, and that would be down to, I bet they counter now, but that would be down to obviously just pure unluckiness, getting FM'd and things like that, where we've performed all season, and then, very, very luckily, we drop off and they start picking up results. It seems to happen, and hopefully it doesn't this season. I'd like to see us go through in the FA Cup as well. We've got Liverpool, but we are at home, so we're quite confident we could, take a result against them. And then obviously it's only the semis, one game away from the final. So hopefully we can do something there. 4 bookings in 5 minutes. Everton need to calm down. If they get a red, I'm going attacking. They very well might here, or at least another yellow. Hopefully that was in the box. Greenwood went down there. I really hope we can keep Greenwood. I know he's upset. It is a free kick. I know he's upset and he wanted to move to PSG. Whether or not that's down to money or that's down to just achieving a lot. Hopefully if we win the title and stuff, he'll be happy to stay here. We tried to convince him, but he said, no, it doesn't matter. I want to stay basically. Or I want to go, sorry. As Varane almost puts it in the back of the net. But we just need, obviously, a top performance from him, and hopefully we can keep him. He is one for the future that is also unbelievable now. So definitely a Ballon d'Or candidate for the future as well. He did get best under 21s men's player, and that's why it was stupid. When PSG offered 69 million for him, of course we're never going to accept that. He's the best under 21 player in the entire world. What do you expect us to do with 69 million? It's stupid. But 35 minutes gone in the United-Everton game. It's still 0-0. We've had a number of chances. They've only had one shot. And the chance we do get falls from a Pickford mistake as he throws his hands up there, almost blaming everyone else. But hopefully he's blamed himself, because that was absolutely awful. Fernandes on the right-hand side whips one in, and Martial, who picks up the ball, he's run, on the byline, whipped it in, and I guess the rain has allowed it to slip out of his hands, and Martial has the easiest tap-in of his life. Can we get a corner goal? Bruno Fernandes, Lindelof in, Calvert-Lewin clears. It falls to Sancho on the right-hand side, who on the left-hand side, realistically is our first option now that Greenwood's upset. We've got to put our faith in Sancho, and he's performing left and right-hand side, so all good there. And when Rashford's back, we'll have another option. Can Bruno add to his goal contributions in this game? He does, and almost embarrasses Pickford, absolutely sits him down. Pickford not having the best game of his career. 42 minutes gone, 2-0 up against Everton at home, and Bruno just dinking one around the wall, making him absolutely sit down, which is brilliant. 20 shots to 1. We're absolutely dominating. I'm going to say I'm very happy with the way things are going. However, we've got a massive fixture coming up in midweek, so I'm going to take off Bruno, and Hannibal gets his start. Now, he is an advanced playmaker. He could probably play in the attacking midfielder role, but we're going to swap him with Van der Beek and give Hannibal where he's most comfortable. Bellingham, we're going to swap out for McTominay. Actually, no, for Frank Kessie. And anyone else? Mukoku for who realistically will start? Probably Sancho. So we'll take off Martial and we'll put on Mukoku up top. Mukoku hasn't been performing overly well. Yes, he has actually. But in the league, 6.97. He has had the odd 6.3 and stuff, probably 2 or 3 times, which isn't promising. But we make all 3 changes at half time. And we're going to go attacking as well. We'll bring it down around the 70th minute just to relax everyone, slow it down. But I want to see how many goals we can get. I definitely want to see Mukoku and Hannibal getting involved and hopefully getting in or on the score sheet. Dalot out to Greenwood on the right-hand side. He's got options in the middle. He decides to cut it back, cross one in. Anthony Martial heads it across. Holgate clears, but only as far as Dalot. Greenwood gets it back. Hannibal's in the middle. I thought that was his goal. Was it Hannibal in the middle? Probably not. No, it was Van der Beek. But here is Kessie to Hannibal. Hannibal has it. Wrong way, but he goes out to Luke Shaw on the left, who whips one in. And Mason Greenwood, hits the crossbar on an absolutely unbelievable header. We're going to praise the boys. It's always important. We can always demand more. We can always fire up. It's important to praise them as well. Shaw, not doing great on a 6.5. I think we're starting him as well. So we could have possibly taken him off, but we'll see what we can do. Possibly push him onto a defensive role, just to give him that rest. We might even be playing Alex Tellers. I'm not too sure. But I mean, looking forward to the Atletico Madrid. Oh, Hannibal! Oh, thought that was it. Looking to the Atletico Madrid game, because we're at home, I'm confident. But as Luke Shaw whips it in and Lindelof clears it the wrong way, I am quite confident. We attack teams well. We get a number of chances, and I don't think Atletico Madrid have the firepower that other teams have, as Martial tucks it away through a Mason Greenwood assist. 14 goals this season for Martial as a second choice striker is very, very good. So I'm very, very happy with him. And he's doing the job perfectly, just like we need. We're going to skip this highlight. No need to watch it. You know, we're excited for the Atletico Madrid game now. We are going to bring down, as we confirm the changes, we are going to bring everything down and drop everything just to, you know, time wasting sometimes, be disciplined, just change everything so that we can really save our energy. We don't need to waste it when we're 3-0 up against Everton at home, so we'll do that. Greenwood a little bit tired, but he won't be starting against Atletico Madrid, mainly because you're not going to be playing in the big games if you don't want to be at the club. It's as simple as that, as we almost concede definitely a better team going forward and putting the pressure on, but we might even be able to counter here as Yusufa Moukoko turns back, gives it to Martial, but the highlight ends there. And with 2 minutes left, an unbelievable performance from United, a comfortable 3-0 win. These are the wins that we need in real life, comfortable victories, not going down 1-0 in the first half and having to fight back and then winning 3-1 or 3-2. Let's get comfortable 3-0 victories, open up that goal difference to 84, and we'll do very, very well. Fernandes is absolutely unbelievable, but almost after every single game now, the PSG transfer story comes up. But look, 94 to 124 mil, we'll want more than that anyway, but you're offering 60 odd mil. It's stupid. We've got 18 matches in a row without losing. Let's see if we can add to that tally with a win against Atletico Madrid. It is match day, and as you can see, we are up against Atletico Madrid. Now, if we take a quick look at the other results, it's Dortmund versus Lyon. Dortmund are 2-1 up, and yesterday Liverpool beat Villarreal 3-0 to extend their aggregate score to 6-1. And Milan have also qualified with a 2-1 victory as well. PSG have qualified, Juventus have qualified, Man City and Real Madrid. So some top teams left here, and it's up to us to join those teams with a very important victory against Atletico Madrid. And it's good to see that our manager, they told us to go too balanced, which we won't be doing. If we put Wan-Bissaka, Harry Maguire, Varane, Shaw and De Gea, they're all fit, that's all good. Pedri not yet back to action, so Van der Beek will be our advanced playmaker. Bellingham, the box-to-box midfielder. Fernandes, we are going to put Sancho here. We're going to put Kylian Mbappe on, and we're going to put Cristiano Ronaldo up top. However, I do want Martial in the squad. I do want Greenwood on the squad as that other option. I do want Paul Pogba in as a more attacking centre mid compared to Kessie and McTominay. And then you've got Dalot, Lindelof and Henderson as the backups in defence. So I'm very happy with that. Let's go to the opposition instructions. They want us to go hard on Felix, which we're not going to do. I don't mind going hard on a centre mid, but they're not in the best of form. So we could capitalise here and hopefully pull something out of the bag. Sayal is the best player that they've got. And has he got most goals or most assists? Most goals. Most red cards as well. Hermoso and Felix are some angry children there. And Luis Suarez is their top goal scorer, but he's not in the squad today. So I think, actually, we wanted to change this back to Mazzala, didn't we? So Mazzala support, advanced playmaker support. Possibly might change that to a deep line playmaker if we have the correct player for it. But for now, It's going to be Manchester United versus Atletico Madrid. Can we do it? I think we can. Let's see, and hopefully we can pull it off. So the big team talk, of course. Do we want to go with the tried and trusted? To be safe, we will, and there you go. It's worked. Let's get into the match preview here. So we are in good form, of course. We have an unbelievable team at our disposal. Could be better, I think. And they have actually had 2 losses in their last 5 and a draw. So they're not in the best form of their life. Hopefully we can punish them for that. They're a good team, but I just feel like we have the upper edge against anyone at home. But we do have to prove it here with a defensive team with a 5 at the back and a DM as well, and then 2 centre mids. That's practically like 8 defenders. We know how Atletico Madrid play, so going positive might be committing too much. Maybe we drop to balance. Maybe we see as João Felix almost puts them 1-0 up but couldn't quite catch onto it. David De Gea could start a counter-attack for us. Rolls it out to Maguire, our centre-backs being used wisely here as Maguire just decides he wants to become the new Greenwood of the club in case he leaves and run the length of the field. Wan-Bissaka to Maguire. Keeping possession quite nicely here. Van der Beek, the playmaker in the side, making that switch, and Bellingham playing it through to Ronaldo, who can't finish against Atletico Madrid. He does like to play against Atletico Madrid, so hopefully he can show that here as Rafa Varane, former Real Madrid player as well, can't quite convert against Atletico. We get the ball back at Bruno Fernandes on the edge of the box, out to Sancho on the left-hand side. Plays it back to Rafael Varane, playing quite high, should be getting in the box now or dropping back, not staying out on that wing. But Van der Beek, he doesn't shoot. It comes to Bruno. There's men in the middle. Van der Beek picks it up again. He shoots, and our advanced playmaker, Van der Beek, gets the goal. That 3 in midfield is working perfectly now. Bellingham, Van der Beek and Fernandes, and of course Pedri being the main one instead of Van der Beek. But Van der Beek showing why he should be fighting for his spot, going near post. Oblak doing his best Matrix impression, and we go 1-0 up against Atletico Madrid. Very, very important goal for us just to widen that gap. Can we get a second? We're all over them currently as Varane plays it out to the left-hand side to Kylian Mbappe, who runs. Bellingham picks it up, has that Mazzala out wide. That's what we want to allow Mbappe to get into the box. And I thought Ronaldo had that header over Oblak there to extend our lead. But 20 minutes in, it's been a very, very good game. Oh, and we keep that. Van der Beek over the top to Cristiano Ronaldo, and this time he scores. Is he offside? I think he's on. I'm confident he is onside here. And I think that was Van der Beek again. Donny getting involved. The goal is awarded. We open up a 2-goal gap. Donny gets an assist and a goal in today's game. And what a ball it was. And Ronaldo gets his 38th of the season. The thing is, at 37 or 38 years old, coming up to it, he might even be 38 now, it's past February. Varane gets the 3rd. We're absolutely demolishing Atletico Madrid here. 24 minutes gone. Both ex-Real Madrid players have scored against Atletico. The rivalry still there in their hearts. And Maguire missing the ball, but Varane tidying it up with our near post corner setup. 8 shots to 1, 7.2 average rating for everyone in the team. That's unbelievable. And what I do want to do actually is just, we do already have it on, focus play through the middle. But I also want to make us fairly narrow, just see what that does. And then if that doesn't work, we'll go fairly narrow, but put our players wide. So we're playing down the middle, but we'll use our wide options as well. So just something to look at, something to test the waters with. But an unbelievable first half. 3-0. We're going to say you're doing brilliantly. Keep going. Of course, we have the quarter-final against Liverpool coming up, so we may look to rest a few of our key players just to ensure that everyone's fit. Carrasco not having a good time on the wing-back role. Now, we haven't seen much in highlights, so now we're going to mix it up. We are going to go... what do we want to do? We want to go really wide, but was it focus play through the middle and go really wide? Or was it go narrow and focus to play down the wings? So that way we're playing narrow, but we're focusing on getting it through the rings. Just something to test. We may score from another corner here. Bruno into Maguire. Maguire just putting it past the near post. An unbelievable game so far. We've got to keep that second half up, and we are going to make a few changes. So we're going to take Ronaldo off and put our trusty Anthony Martial on. Bruno is going to come off, and Paul Pogba can take his place. Does Van der Beek come off? Does Mbappe come off? Does Sancho come off? I'm not entirely sure, but one thing we are sure of is we're going to drop everything just a bit lower, just to make sure that we can sort of hold our fitness just a little bit, as we're going to take off all of these and just calm it down. Basically, we may waste time soon as well, just to really invigorate that for the team. Sancho's quite tired, but we have got Greenwood if he needs to play against Liverpool, so I don't think he's the main one on my list. It might be Van der Beek, considering Pedri is injured. But a very good game, 3-0 against Atletico Madrid. Hold on, 91st minute. Varane for his second, can't quite get it. But 3-0 against Madrid again, could be 3-1 or 4-0 here, you never know. But we are through to the next round of the Champions League. A very important result for us. Resilient after the 1-1 draw. And we really want a good run in Europe. There's some top teams left. I might include the draw, depending on when it's coming up in today's episode. So I'm going to double check that, and then if it's close, we'll include it to see who we get for the next round. But last year we got knocked out, and I wasn't happy, obviously, at all. So hopefully this year is different. We're on for the treble. I'm confident. The league was 6 points ahead. As long as we avoid any bad results, then I think we'll do well. The Champions League all depends on who we get. But again, at home, I feel like we can beat anyone. Away from home, I feel like we can play sensibly enough to limit things, as Lyon has won 3-1 with a 92nd minute goal and a 96th minute goal to edge Dortmund and knock Dortmund out. So what a win from them, as we receive some money. Pellistri at Dortmund, I think we're still looking at him for some reason. We're going to praise Shaw for his performance. No goals, no assists, but still an 8.4, so very, very important. And if we look at the calendar, the draw is in 2 days. So we are going to join you for that draw, where hopefully we get a decent team, a decent result. But, I mean, you have to face everyone, don't you? So it doesn't matter who. Any intake of youth players that we should be looking at? No real good players. You got Johnston, decent little player. Do we offer the contract? He's not great. Maybe. Just, maybe do that with the ones that are 3-star, for example. But anyway, we will join you for the Champions League draw. Before we get into the Champions League draw, I did want to take a quick look, since that youth intake came in, I do want to take a quick look at our good youth team players. So obviously we have Amad Diallo, who realistically I want to go out on loan. I doubt he'll feature for us next season. We might get him in, considering he's got 29 goals and 18 assists. He looks good, could do, the job of a Langer, let's say. Isaac Hansen-Aaron looks very good, but again, you're not getting over Bruno. You're probably not getting over Van der Beek, anyone that we sign. So on a longer term save with United, these players would be absolutely amazing to really develop through. And a lot of them have, high potential. What's Ahmad's potential? Because he looks to be our best. 3.5. Hannibal, 3.5. Mikoko, we've obviously signed at 4.5. But these players are very good. One player that we're looking at that came through our system, our last youth intake. I was just taking a look at London there. It's not London. One player we were looking at is Milson. 17 years old, 35 goals in 33 games, 10 assists in our youth team. He looks very good already at 17, but he has 4.5 star potential. He's already 3.5 star. Oh no, what's that saying to me? No, he's 1.5 star, and he's got 4.5 star potential ability. So he could be very good for us, and I think we need to obviously slowly implement him. We'll move him to the under-23s, actually. I thought he was there already. Shows I'm not paying enough attention to youth. But in longer-term saves, that's where it pays off. In this save, probably not. The teams left in the competition are Juventus, Lyon, Manchester United, Paris Saint-Germain, Liverpool, Man City, Milan and Real Madrid. Realistically, I'd probably like Milan or Lyon, but there's no easy games. Let's see who we get, and we would want an away game first, because then we can really see what we have to do in the home game. So Lyon, Man City and Madrid left. Can we get Lyon? No. So it is a Manchester derby, and we do get away from home. It's not the easiest game in the tie. It's one of the hardest we probably could have got. But there's the semi-final draws done as well. Let's see who we're going to get in the semi-final then. It's probably Liverpool, isn't it? It will be Liverpool or Juventus. So we know Liverpool are going to win that. But at least in the final, we're not having an all-English final. That makes things a lot better. Let's take a quick look about in our competitions with Manchester City. 1-0 away win, but they did get a sending off after Ronaldo scored. So that's a good result from us there. At home, we demolished them 5-2. Unbelievable result. So, facing them in the Champions League away from home, are we confident? I think we can nullify the attack, definitely. It's just about what we can do attacking ourselves. But thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like. Comment down below if you think we can do the treble this season. And obviously, please do subscribe. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.